Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear yogis. This is Echo at Our Echo Yoga. Happy to have you here in my humble abode in Guatemala. Today's practice is inspired by an offering that I do in person that I will translate online in its possible ways. And this is this practice of dancing with the golden shadow, as I like to call it, or you can call it shadow dancer. And it's about mixing different elements of movement and breath and emotional release to allow ourselves to feel whatever needs to be felt. And so we're going to just spend the next 20 minutes together, allowing our bodies to really arrive. You know, for so many of us, we exist in the mental. For so many of us, we only exist in the physical. And this is that merging of the energetic body and the physical, or the gross body. And it's so interesting that it's called the gross body. Gross just meaning matter. But also this body, the physical, not being the most important. You know, what we can not see, the unseen, the aspect that is intangible is so important to our experience as well. That feeling coming up of anxiety or numbness where we can't feel into our bodies. There is a current moving in the body that is asking us to get quiet and to listen to the whispers. So that being said, let's start standing. So as we start standing, let's just begin to give a little shake. One of my favorites. Let the heels hit the ground. And I broke a glass earlier, so I might have a little bit of shards on my yoga mat. Not the happiest way to practice, but if I'm wanting to touch the shadow, a very tangible way to do so. So just letting the heels hit the ground. Let the hands shake. And it's kind of like you're giving yourself a little lullaby rock, you know, like your mom is holding you and maybe she didn't. So this is a way to hold yourself. Let that energy touch into the heels as you're hitting down the heels on the ground softly. Let the chest move, let the shoulders move, everything in its joints, kind of just loosening ligaments, muscles. Stop holding on for dear life. With the hands more. Beautiful. Come into stillness for a moment. Ground down through the feet. Soften the knees. And take the feet a little bit wider than hip width distance and begin to turn to the left. Swing the arms to the right. Can bring the toes up from each side as you go. And we're patting the shoulder with one fist and the lower back with another. So we're hitting into the grief line on the shoulder, touching in on the line of fear that runs along the back into the kidney meridian. And come back to standing. You're gonna make a little kind of beak with your right hand. Left hand on the belly, and bring the right hand, the fingers, that little beak, into the place where the shoulder and the chest have a little divot. And don't hurt yourself here. You know, not a lot of pressure, but we're just kind of softening the muscles around the space. The energetic line, the meridian here, the lung meridian is connected to grief. Switch sides, right hand to belly, left hand into the right shoulder, getting some energy moving. Breathe continuously through the nostrils. You might hear a little thud here because my mic is by my chest, but we're gonna bring our hands to the sternum, to the heart space. You can still keep that left hand on the belly. And for so many of us, we hold tension here in the chest. It's why we slouch over, why it's hard to kind of stand up and be confident. So the desire here is just to get some energy moving across the chest so we can expand and open. Let's take an inhale, open the arms up wide, like wings, shoulder blades down the back, open the chest. Exhale, Palms together, round in, chin to chest. Inhale, bend the elbows, open the heart, look up. Exhale, round in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come up to standing. Softly stand in stillness, but in confidence as well. Erect spine. Tucking into the tailbone a bit. Pressing down through all corners of the feet. And sometimes just standing can be really uncomfortable. A lot of us have slouchy ways of standing, leaning on one leg or the other, but it's good for posture and for the energetics to get used to standing up straight, standing up with confidence, because then those places in the feet that touch down on the ground, the different meridians that end and begin in our feet, they have connection to the earth. They can move in the correct direction. Functional anatomy. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach up. So this is a bit of a Tai Chi movement with a little bit of echoisms in it. On the exhale, slowly fold forward. Let the legs stay as straight as you can. If you need to microbend, go for it. Now you might have to look at me first. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Bring the hands up kind of like your little T-Rex. And exhale, press up to standing nice and slow. So we're gonna be really slow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Feel the back line lengthen. Inhale, bend the knees, sink into your seat. And exhale, rise, press into the feet, press up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Humble. Inhale, bend into the knees, sink into your throne. Exhale, standing up with confidence like the king or queen that you are. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, bend the knees, sink into the throne. Exhale, press up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, standing with confidence. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Move as slow as you can without force. So let this feel good. Connecting in with the slowness of the body, the subtleness. Standing. Bring the hands over the dantians, so the palms, kind of making a little diamond shape here with fingers touching and not touching the belly, but just a millimeter above the belly. So right below the navel. So our power center here, the dantian, all the energy coming into the belly, maybe visualizing or sensing warm energy here, your power center, your internal fire, the Agni. Relax the shoulders, relax muscles in the face. Hands resting alongside the body. And a little shake. So again, some shakes. And give a little shake to the booty. So a little twerk, shaking the thighs and the butt. And releasing tension here in the sacrum. So it's not just about dancing or shaking the butt. There's a lot of energy in the sacral, in the hips. So giving that little twerk to the thighs, to the butt, men or women, however we associate with ourselves, all is welcome. This is not a move just for a certain body type. It feels good for all of us. We're just moving energy out. Beautiful. And let's begin to rub the palms together, creating some heat, some friction. Take the top of the left hand with the right hand, create some heat. Top of the right hand. And then bring the hands to the face. You can push, you can rub, you can massage temples, fingers kind of pressing into the sides of the eye sockets, across the face, the forehead, into the cheeks. We hold a lot of tension here as well in the jaw. Maybe some jaw circles. And we're going to give a little slap to the face. To the throat, to the chest, to the belly, to the arms. The sides of the body, down the thighs and to the butt, to the lower back, folding in. And as you get down to the shins, make a little karate chop with the hands. And we're gonna just karate chop the outside of the shin, the outside of the tibia, folding in. We're flushing energy down to the body, any excess energy. And bring the hands down to the feet, pat the feet. And come back up to the hips. Now you're going to use the hands to flush the energy down through the feet, flick out of the hands. The sides of the legs and down. The back of the legs and down. Come to standing. Stillness once again. Notice if you're standing up taller with more confidence. So we're going to move a bit more dynamic energy in this short practice. So it's a beautiful practice if we've got stuck energy, if we have anger, depression, numbness, just letting energy out. So we're going to start with breath of joy, and then we're going to go to emotional release exercise. So for the breath of joy, it's 3 inhalations, and then an exhale, we fold forward and we just like let it out. So anything that just needs to be let go of, let go of. It's going to look like this. So just watch first, and then we'll go together. So this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to do 8 rounds. When we finish, we're going to fold, holding our arms and just letting ourselves be held here. So when you're ready, let's take a cleansing breath in and out. And we begin. Last, folding in, take opposite elbows, ragdoll here. Slight bend in the knees, let the head hang, holding yourself, energy moving. Hands to the earth. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. All right. So we are going to take that energy and move into 3 rounds of a hand scream. If you've done this before with me, or if you've done it before, you know how much energy it can release. It might sound crazy if you've never done it before. You might be like, what? The purpose of the hand scream is that as human beings, we all have residual stagnation in the energetic body. Even if you're like, I'm not angry. I don't want to scream. I don't like that. It might scare some of us. It might take us into freeze spaces where screaming meant something scary for us as children or as adults. And as men, it's not appealing to scream because it means that you're an angry person. Or as a woman, it is also unattractive because it means that you are challenging. So I encourage you to let all of that shit go. Because as a human being, that stagnation, it wells up in the body. And this is when we have those moments of like, we just freak out or we numb out. So instead we bring it to the yoga mat. So the way that this is going to look is you're going to place the palms over one another. You're going to keep the knees bent. And just like we folded in breath of joy, you are going to just let go after you scream. And I want you to scream just for your exhalation. So we'll take an inhale and then you'll exhale and you'll scream into the hands. But one important thing here when you scream is scream from the back of the throat. So like a, not a, because what happens is when we scream from the front of the throat, it can be painful. It can strain the vocal cords. And then it makes us not want to do these practices again because it's not comfortable. So if it comes from the back of the throat into the mouth or into the hands, no one else is going to hear it, just you. They're going to hear a muffled little cry. And then after you're just going to let go, fold in. We'll come back up and we'll do it 3 times. You've got this. So when you're ready, take a cleansing breath in. Exhale out. And also you're going to shake the body when you scream too. You're going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle as you fold. So take an inhale. Standing. Confident. Feel the energy in the body. The heart might be racing. Deep breath in and out. And we're just re-enlivening the body, letting it know it's okay to feel. And maybe tears come up. There might be stuff that's stuck inside that we've needed to move all along. So next round, take an inhale. You might need a little shake as you come to standing. Hands by the body. When you're ready, stillness. Little tremors might move through the body. If you need to shake, let it happen. The body wants to expel anything that's stuck. Last round. Inhale. A little shake. Let out some sound. A little shake with the heels hitting the ground, tremoring, let the body move. Stillness. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flat with the palms on top of each other. Slide the palms across the forearms and hold the forearms here with a little squeeze. So just embracing yourself. Let out a sigh if you need. We just hold ourselves here. So coming into our last little part of the short practice, a lot may come up. So I encourage you, if things do come up, write about it, dance about it, play a song about it. These practices aren't meant to just keep us complacent and keep us happy in the day. They're meant to make us feel. So if you're feeling things, even if they're uncomfortable, what is your energetic body, your body trying to tell you? Slide the palms back together, switch sides, let them go back out to the forearms, hold the body. We are magnificent beings of feeling and emotion. And we choose such a small array of human experiences to enjoy and try to take on: happiness, success, ecstasy, pleasure, orgasm. And the body, like a ugly stepchild, for a terrible reference, or the forgotten fourth cousin, it's saying, hey, what about me? What about all the stuff I'm holding? Is it welcome? Am I welcome? Am I okay when I'm not okay? Am I accepted? Am I loved? Is there space for me? And yes, there's space. Let the hands rest alongside the body. My voice will trail off soon, and as I leave you, I encourage you to shake, to dance, to play guitar, to sing, to paint, whatever it is, to cook, to go kiss your children, to go kiss your lover, to go hug someone, hug a tree, hands on the earth, feet in the water, whatever you need. To just say, this is okay too. Namaste.